Alright, welcome back everybody to Soul Spark Tarot. I'm your host, Mr. Renew. And when I was shuffling up, this wasn't there. When I was shuffling up initially, we had the Knight of Wands come out and then we had the Ace of Swords. So there's going to be new clarity that you're finding out today. With that being said, it's a day of action though too. So we're going to be taking some clear-cut actions, man. Don't be hasty. I recommend that we focus on some things that we were doing already, and we just needed to take a break and go harder at it again. So I'm going to play this song, I'm going to shuffle up, and then we'll get a little bit more information about the Knight of Wands. I was wondering, here it is. That's so funny because that Queen of Wands wasn't there. So there may be a person who is going to be involved inside of this action that you need to take. So let's see what's actually going down with this information, and let's listen to Mr. Renew.
1 to 2, switching the beat up, coming through, man, with this free stuff. What I want, I'm just preaching all this free stuff. Testimonials, that is me living life, what? So nope, it's just as me speaking facts up on this mic, bruh. But nope, I'm just living life as of me, doing what I can, living this spirituality. And now it's me, religiously, telling you what I do about this actions on this beat. Mr. Renew, I'm taking actions, now you see me. But actually, now you hear me on the scenery. This beat's becoming fresh, so I'll be coming fresher. Fresh to death, now you see me resurrecting. New life, I'm coming through bright, so I'm shining. Doing what I can, oh yeah, you can't deny it, but I'm truth. Coming through, I knew, but no, I told you every single step that I take, I be home. Mr. Renew, Mr. Who, Mr. Renew, Mr. Renew. I'm just here telling you, you can do anything you want and how you choose to change who you be. That be you coming from Mr. Renew. Yes, I'm telling you that you can do what you do. Changing on this life, yeah, you do it cause it's true. Because I said it and it's coming from this dude. Who I be, Mr. Renew. So I live this life helping, doing what I can, keep it stepping, so I'm just flexing on this mic. Just doing what was prepped in, nothing, just serving all these mics with hell of sights, and I envision lights so I can do what I want.
Alright, and so this song, again, is always freestyle, but that is me talking about taking actions, and the fact that we have this here, I think this is going to be amazing. So the way that these cards fill out, and the fact that we got the King of Cups at the bottom, this is where all of this energy is derived from. So this is the grandparent, these are the babies. So doesn't matter if this is 6 generations later, this is still the grandfather energy, and this energy of this action that you're taking is derived from some kind of love that you know that you got and that you tend to share, but people think that you share all. They don't realize you're only sharing from this little cup. They think you're sharing from this cup. So it's like the actions you're going to be taking is going to allow people to see more of the actions or your action potential, and it's going to like shock some people. So more so than shock, here's exactly what it's saying. People going to be like, oh, I want to work with this person. They're going to take some action towards you, and you're taking action towards them, but you got your eyes on this prize. So these people might serve as obstacles, and I don't want to make that sound bad. It's just I'm hearing distractions more than anything. So here's a real life example for me. I woke up and I was feeling shitty, terrible, just like I was about to throw up all morning. And so I know kind of what it is. It just, I wasn't expecting it to actually happen, but part of me kind of was. And all of that comes down to, I didn't want to go to work today. I didn't want to go to work. I had this shit planned for months. I just didn't want to be here. And guess what? I woke up and feeling shitty, like I'm about to throw up. And then I didn't go to work. Now, with this job, it's just contractual work. So if I don't work, I don't get paid, and I just find somebody else to do the contract. But for me, it's allowing me a chance to actually get into the things that this card is talking about. And I'm like right here on applying a whole bunch of new things. So I'm excited because all of these things I'm being transparent with. It's just a matter of who's going to decide to take the leap. And that's where I'm at. And I think this is why we're stepping into action, but the action is going to be met with people who are inspired and who would love to collab with you. They would love to. They want to, but there's something about this that's going to be some sort of distraction. So, to give you more context, I've been planning on using these next 2 days for this contractor job to like test some of these new products that I'm creating. But the fact that I didn't get a chance to test them, and that was my only motivating factor, it shows that the collaboration that I'm attempting to do is limited. So for me, the limitation is derived from this love that I feel like I'm giving. I'm giving, but I want to give from here. So we don't normally share from this, but I want to share the big cup instead of the small cup. And I think the job for me was me thinking small. So here I am taking the opportunity to still nurse my stomach because my shit still don't feel great, you know. But I'm about to do what I need to do to make sure I'm better to where I can take this action. And even if I got to collab with, let's say, some Pepto-Bismol, I'm going to work with the Pepto so I can get what I need from this day. And so these two things are what we need from this day. And I'm hearing that we're going to be finding new things to collab with. So the fact that it's new things to work with instead of new people, this is indicated by just something new. So when I say new, it can be young, it can be old. It is just new to your environment. So for me, this is using ConvertKit. ConvertKit is an online app platform like MailChimp, and it allows you to connect different things through media or through email. So in other words, it's email marketing, but I've never used ConvertKit. Never. And as I'm building up these email sequences, it's easy because I see all the work and practice that I've put in years ago when I was trying to do this with MailChimp, when I was trying to do this with Google, and all of those things were fails. I even tried System.io, which is automatic, and I didn't have enough experience, so I had failed 3 times. Now I'm trying it again the 4th time. Again, I'm trying something again for the 4th time, and it looks like it's going to be beneficial, but let me tell you why. The reason why ConvertKit is going to work better for me is because I've simplified my process, even though it's more valuable. Instead of having a whole library of books to try to sell you, I'm selling you a genre now. So it doesn't matter where you find the book. It doesn't matter which library you go to. The genre is going to always be held no matter what. And now it changes the question from, do you possess the book on hand or not? Versus do you carry it at all? It's within a genre. And so if this is a genre of motivation, then yes, we have a library section for motivation. We may or may not have the book. That is the shift, but I think that small shift is going to lead to a ton of collaborations because those things are being shown. And because something can be seen now, seeing is believing, right? The idea is something with these two things is going to help more people see even further. So the idea is that you are now moving towards actions of the old, but in a new way. You got a new spark. You've been re-sparked. Respark Your Spark. Check it out. Book number 3 of our Soul Motivation Kit book series. Help you help yourself by immersing yourself within a moment. A soul-inspired moment. One brought to you by Mr. Coach Henson. Anyways, let's check out what these 2 cards are. I mean, bro, how I don't think I can get more clear, so let me try. The actions that you're taking is going to be met by some small change, some small subtlety, some unique difference, a micro difference, and that micro difference is going to meet you. And with that collaboration, there's going to be an exchange of emotional gratitude. In that emotional gratitude exchange, you're going to see the judgments being called on the feminine side or the receptive part of you, the action planning orientated side of you, and then the childlike reception, those who will want to receive at the most highest level and then do something with it. Those things are going to be presenting itself as a judgment call. So you taking action is going to make a collaboration upon the things that are you in complete totality. In other words, if you've been trying to be a rapper and then you've been trying to be a teacher, guess what? There's going to be some kind of means for you to rap and teach together. If you want to be a nurse, but you want to be a fucking opera singer, there's going to be some way where you can opera sing, your diagnoses or some shit. I don't know exactly, but that's why it's the hangman position coming next. This judgment is going to put you in a pause, and it's going to allow something to, I'm hearing, bust through the soil as a seedling. Yeah, so again, very detailed picture, but I'm seeing this. Bloop! Literally. So I don't know what's going to put you in a paused mode today, but once you get done with that pause mode, you're going to be in a Four of Wands energy. Again, that means your energetic boundaries are going to be set, they're going to be coded, and then you're going to be operating. In other words, I made this phone, you can buy this phone now. That is the energy being stabilized. This is iPhone 6. It will never change from being iPhone 6. I have stabilized the energy. Now we got iPhone 7. Two different stable energies now, individually themselves. That's what we're moving to. Let me get some clarity on this. Oh my God. So I don't know if you believe me or not, again, but when I'm saying what I'm saying, I think I have a really good understanding of the energies, and I don't think enough of the listeners have enough knowledge to really understand the layers that I'm bringing. So for me personally, I'm going to be hosting webinar sessions on three different topics, three different genres, but all of those topics are just spiritual development to me. One is on the I'm in the middle of changing these categories, but we got professional people, we got leaders, and then we got education. These three topics or categories is where I'm finding people who want to make changes. Students always want to make changes, even though sometimes they don't want to. Professionals are literally required by their jobs, so that's an easy indoor. And then the third one is leaders. I don't care where you come from, I don't care where you're going. What matters is that you're leading yourself, and that is what I want to do. Those three things are going to be how I show love to the world, but because there's three things, by me showing love to myself, I now stabilize those other three, and now I can be in any state, even in the hanged position, and things can still work out. Why? Because the judgment call has been made upon the collaborations within me, my man, my woman, my child energy, and now because I have enough love for all the man, all the woman, and all the child within myself, now when that energy is being presented, whether it's the man version or the child version or the woman version of me, whenever that energy is being presented towards some action, these things know how to collaborate together. In other words, if I see an attractive woman and then I walk up to her, I can believe that the judgment has been made because I can accept any reaction from that person. So if I go up to a person and a girl and I say, wow, I think you're beautiful, and my intentions is just to make somebody happy today, I can be in that hangman position knowing that whether she finds me attractive or not, whether she thinks I'm a creep or not, whether she wanted to accept that or not, Whether she believes it or not, it doesn't matter what happens. What matters is that I'm stable in the reaction or the response. It doesn't matter to me. My goal was to bring a smile to somebody's face, and I said, wow, I really like your outfit today. Guess what? I can say that with no remorse because my end goal was showing some love. But guess what? That person might be like, well, I have a boyfriend, or I'm married, or some shit. Or they can say, why, thank you. I really like your necklace. I really like your bracelet. I do these things so I can receive things, but the reception comes from the Most High God. Why do I want to make people happy? Because I'm sad, nigga. That's why. It's so simple, but when I'm feeling sad, like right now when my tummy hurting, when my stomach is hurting, I don't really want to be around anybody. I like this energy because I'm always out trying to make people feel good. So for me having this little tummy ache right now, that shit is making me feel like, hey, I don't really want to fuck with nobody. I'm just doing what I need to do to make myself feel better. And guess what? I'm demonstrating that love for myself, and I'm doing it in a way to show myself that I can always take action on another part of me. That is the key. Being able to say, yeah, I like this, I don't like that. I want to value both, but I'm going to do one all the time and then the other one as little as possible. We got to be able to see that the love comes in varieties. You have to be able to digest the information handed to you, but that doesn't mean the person handing you the information needs to make it digestible. No, if somebody wants to love the fuck out of you, let them. If you can't receive it, put your ass in a hangman position so you can see what part of you you're judging. When you can realize the part of you that you continuously cast judgments on, you won't be afraid to mix it up and present a new energy. But if you are afraid, you're still mixing it up and still have an opportunity to present a new energy. So you need to pay attention to the energies that's being presented to you, how you respond to those things, and then the wisdom that you can enact upon them. That's why you're in the hangman position. That's literally why you're in a hangman position. The idea is to see if you can get all of your physical body to stay balanced in this form, bring all of that energy to the mindset, get a new mindset, but then the final step is to take that mind and embed it into some other being. My mind, or the light of the old wise hermit, the light inside can be seen outside. So this is like, let's use it for simple measures. This is like Thomas Edison taking the idea for a light bulb and then making a light bulb. The idea is now out of Thomas Edison and it's into the world as its own thing, like a child, and now it is exuding its own principalities. This is this. Judgment happens between man, woman, and child. But creation happens between man and woman. But both a man and a woman are both children. So children are creating more children, or in other words, light is creating light. The difference is between these lights is how you're conveying the organization. How are you setting up the classroom? What is the seating chart? What is the shift schedule? What are the blueprints? What is the recipe? How long are you going to cook the meat for? Are we grilling it outside all day? Or are we going to do a 2 hours on, 2 hours off? What is the recipe to the energy that's being brought to you? So again, you're being met with energy, but you're meeting the energy. So boom, the idea is when this energy clashes, what is going to happen? Well, the first thing that's going to happen is there's going to be some judgments made. I like it, I don't. She fine, she not. Like, it's an instant judgment. But then you're going to sit with that. Yeah, she fine, but I don't like the way she's treating people. Now, she's not all that, but while she has a great smile, and look at the birds is following her. Shit, chirp, chirp, nigga. Like, Peep, peep. But both of those things come down to being able to process the information. But the Hermit card coming out, and with all three of these being majors, this is saying that the wisdom within you, or the judgment that you're going to be placing on the world, are going to be things that you're met with, that you have actual children or birth products or materials or service. You got a tangible something that you can meet people with, and these people don't see it as something. They're just ideas. They're just judgments, principalities. These are blueprints. But no, you have already taken these things and manifested them to the world. You took the idea of a light bulb and you made a light bulb or a lantern or a flashlight. But the idea is, when it's dark and I can't see, how can I see? That is what this is. You, for some reason, I'm hearing me. I'm just talking about me when I say you. I'm getting to the point to where when people speak to me, they're not realizing that I have so much more knowledge and wisdom that it's practical. But they wouldn't expect it to be practical because I present it online. And a lot of people online are bullshit. They're trolls. They're fake. So the key point for me listening in to me as I channel these messages for us is to look back and say, hey, what ways do I love me? So I can see the ways that people love me too. So let's get a final message and then let's get out of here. Oh, we got the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom. This is all starting a brand new understanding, bro. I am not fibbing. Let's get one message though before we go. And I'll just play this if it play. All right, final message. So, final message has the Magician at the bottom. All of these majors, bro, are telling me that this is probably dealing with the eclipse energy. I know I've been fucked up, moving slow, not wanting to go and change, but that's what, a few other planets are doing. Like Neptune, I guess, just went into Aries. So it's the first house for most, but because for me it's my action or my sixth house, I'm going to be surprised with actions like not going to work today. Surprising, but I'm here making a video. Not very surprising that I can not do one thing and then do another, remain balanced, and be wise with the actions that I'm taking towards the energies that are coming towards me. So we got the magic to create. What's our final match? Oh, sick and tired of this shit. So yeah, I love the fact that this is our final message. This is my card of, this is like the top dog LeBron James, who was like, I love basketball, but I'm getting sick and tired of this shit. I know I'm the greatest, I know I'm the best, but you know what? I just want to retire. I'm done. This is like Mike Bibby, another basketball player, who went to North High School in Arizona, who went to University of Arizona, who then played in the NBA. Then he coached basketball in the NBA, and after all of that, he was like, man, fuck this. I'm going to go to Sacramento State, a small college, and I'm just going to enjoy the parts that I enjoy. That is this coming up right now. This is the energy that you're being presented with. The energy that's coming to you is forcing you to decide if you want that shit or not. So for me, I'm grateful at the fact that I got about 8 assignments left for this contract, and I'm probably never going to be in a classroom teaching ever again like I've been. Why? Because if I go back in there, I'm going to teach a coordinator. I'm going to teach a principal. I'm going to train an assistant. That's what I want to do. Why? Because those kids need me. They need to see me. They need to experience me. But the teachers need to maintain who the fuck I am. The administrators need to maintain who I am. And I can do that by showing them who they are. Those 4 things that I was talking about. Those 4 things, me showing the kids love, the teachers love, administrators love, but me keeping myself involved with that love is what I'm providing. But this here says, I got headaches. I respect you as a teacher because I don't want to fucking keep calling parents over and over and over about their kids not doing homework just so they can lie to me. Again, it's how people do shit. If I know you're lying as an adult, I hate you. Especially when I'm dealing with your kid. I would hate those parents so much because you're treating me like I'm just some dumbass motherfucker when I clearly know more about this motherfucker than you, and you are sitting here telling me that you didn't know. You're a goddamn liar. I hate that. So anyways, because I'll be hating that shit, I just don't want to deal with it. That is the 9, but that is the 5. The 5 of wands is me not giving a fuck. It's chaos, it's change. We don't want to deal with this shit. But this is the 9. I got the parts that I like, and then there's 5 parts that I don't. And guess what? This card says I don't have to choose that shit anymore. So again, I love helping teachers. I love helping students. I love helping parents. I love helping professionals. I love those things, but I hate being in the classroom. I hate being stuck at one school. I hate being locked in for 8 hours of the goddamn day. And then I hate that motherfuckers don't care. And then motherfuckers do, and because it's always different ratios, I can never be stable because I'm always trying to stabilize. Those are things that I hated, but because I've now realized how much I don't hate it, it turned into self-love, and now I'll put boundaries up, and then I just love on the things that I love on. So again, instead of hating parents, I just leave, and I'll tell them what the fuck they need to know, and guess what? Just like a student, there's consequences for your actions. I don't need to be involved. I'm not worried about test scores anymore. I'm not worried about, behavioral issues. I'm not worried about fucking caseworkers and things like that. All I'm doing is delivering the knowledge that I believe will help you if you choose to help your goddamn self. So, this is the energy that I'm begging you to step into. Decide what things you're sick and tired of. The shit that you're tired of needs to be met with the utmost love for the things that you do enjoy. I enjoy these things still, so I'm going to make sure that I can show myself some love, and I'm going to take away the things that drain me, strain me, and make me feel shitty. So for me, I can't eat Wingstop chicken wings, bro. I can't do it. Why? Because it fucked me up. Maybe it's just a specific kind of wing. It doesn't matter. Right now, I feel like fucking Wingstop needs to go, nigga. So maybe I'll just cook it. Maybe I'll get the flavor, and the sauces, and I'll put it on something like some cauliflower. I just know that I love wings, but I hate how wings make me feel. So I need a new solution to show me that I love the wings, to show me that I love myself, but to not stress me the fuck out, and actually something that I can maintain and sustain. That's what we're looking at when you're being met with these energies that want to collab with you today. So I'm about to go collab with some meds myself because, again, my stomach is fucking hurting. But whatever I do with that energy, I hope that I can stabilize it as a part of me that I enjoy versus the part of me that stressed me out. So I hope you can be you on this groove, man. I hope that you can see the greatness within yourself. And then I hope that you fuck with soul inspiration because it's the way to inspire you to help yourself. All right, people, I'm out of here. Mr. Renew, peace. As you do you, just to be in, just to be in. I'm being me, I'm free to see, free to be me on this beat.